Anyway, we are on here today. Cri Childs is our guest of Stay Albatross. This is episode 13, I believe, Reximus, right?
13.
13. So as we like to usually do here, actually, I just saw you pick that up, Rex. I might as well allude to it before I get into everything else. We are trying something new today on the podcast. I am wearing a dog shocker on my leg right now. Rex, our producer here, has got a word of the day, which he will let you know right now. Word of the day. So if I were to say that word of the day, he will hit me with the shocker, and I'm already.
Is it just you, or is it?
And my blood pressure or heartbeats are going up like crazy. So anyhow, as I said earlier,
do we get a preview of what it looks
no,
like?
No, it's got to be all surprise. I know it's going to be all surprise.
We don't get a preview of what it looks like when you get hit with
Nope,
the shocker.
it's going to just happen. So anyway, we are here with Cri Childs of Stay Albatross, episode 13 of the One Bourbon, One Cigar Small Business Podcast. We are all about small business owners here, giving you guys a forum to talk about yourself, present your story, and that's what we do here. And so we're glad you came in, Cri. We know you're a busy guy. I can't wait for you to explain to people what you do, who you are as a person. So without further ado, we'll get started. And so just so for people that are maybe watching the first time, or Cri, you're obviously your first time here, we do like to take a nip of Clase Azul to just some loosey-goosey juice. It's the tequila of choice here on the podcast. It's a great sipper.
We didn't pull the barrels. You want the barrels?
Truth serum.
It is Truth Serum. That is a good one, Dwayne. It is Truth Serum. So we like to use that. We're hoping here in the future they just like send us bottles of it, and then we can drink more of it. But it is a bourbon podcast, so anyhow, would you like a little bit, Cri, to loosen up? All right.
So is the rule like tequila then bourbon, or is it bourbon then tequila?
Oh yeah, it's clear, brown. Oh shoot, what is it called? Reggie up there knows what it means.
Brown before clear, you're in clear?
Brown yeah, I don't know what it is.
You're before brown, you're going down?
What is that? Brown before clear, I don't know. Reggie, you know, brown before...
Liquor before beer, you're in clear.
Liquor before beer, that's what it is. Well, we're not drinking beer today.
So any color? You probably shouldn't pour over your computer.
Probably not. Well, good thing Rex, hopefully that's not the word of the day.
What's that? Pour?
Rex?
Yeah.
No.
Bourbon.
I never got clarification. Do you have to say the word of the day, or anybody?
Oh.
Because you are mimicking. We are honoring who?
Who? Cri.
With this.
Cri. Small
No.
business owners.
We're doing the shot collar in honor of who? In honor of who?
I don't know.
Paul Rubin.
Oh, Paul Rubin, yeah, the Pee Wee Herman.
Oh.
If you remember,
passed away.
who passed away on Pee Wee Herman, the show. Or no, Pee Wee's. Was it just the Saturday
Playhouse.
morning show?
It was a
Pee-wee's
Saturday
Playhouse.
morning show.
Yeah, they-
Playhouse.
Yeah, Pee Wee's Playhouse, for crying out loud. And they had, it was the robot in the wall or whatever, someone in the wall.
Generated a word of the day.
Generated a word of the day, and every time they'd say it, they go, oh, or whatever, and freak out. So we're going to do...
Anybody who said the word of the day.
Okay, we're going to do... Fine. In going forward, it's just going to be me saying the word of the day, but in honor of Pee Wee Herman today, we'll do anyone.
I think it'll be too easy to guess the word of the day.
Well, we'll see how the word of the day goes today.
So
And we'll
anybody
see if-
that says it, even if I don't know it, and I say it, then you shock them anyways?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
So...
fair. If I learn the word of the day, I promise not to shock you
That's right.
over and over and over again.
So, cheers,
Cheers.
Cri. Have a
Pee-wee.
little loosey-goosey juice. To Pee-wee, that's right.
That's really smooth.
It's delicious.
Do we hit it? Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Hey-o!
if we want to take a sip, right?
Yes. Well, a sip, yeah, we could. Or, maybe after he shocks me, you could hit it. Maybe I should leave that over there for you to hit
Yeah.
the bell after I get shocked.
Is this like Mike Lab too?
Yes, everything's live here.
Maybe move it a little further away so it's not super loud.
Oh, yeah. Well, and so to let anyone know that's not watching but will be listening, we like to play for charity here on the podcast because why not? It's always fun to help others. So we play a little game called Horses here. I usually play and will be playing today for the Children's Advocacy Center of Central Texas. I love that charity and they are always so happy when I bring them money because I bring it to them every time since we've tied. And Cri, who are you playing for today?
I'm gonna play for the Phantom Warrior, the nonprofit that Nick started.
All right, right on. Yes, we've had I think 1 or 2 other guests play for that one. So
Yeah.
very noble.
That's that's our partner.
Oh,
Who we're going to be working with on the housing stuff. I'll talk about
right
that.
on. And Rex.
Rex.
If we were to tie the tiebreaker, we will pay the charity of choice.
Okay, so Cadence International.
And what do they represent?
They are a missionary group who support soldiers and their families near military installations. There happens to be one here at Fort Hood.
Okay.
They basically have a
Yeah.
Fort Cavazos.
what's that?
Fort Cavazos.
Excuse me, Fort Cavazos. I'm old school Army, but
Yeah.
Fort Cavazos.
It's still called Fort Hood Street.
Yeah, it's still
On Fort
called
Cavazos.
Fort Cavazos,
Yeah.
but they run basically a safe environment for soldiers and their families to go and get out and do stuff in the local environment, of
All
the
right.
local community,
Cool.
and stay out of trouble.
All right. Well, then I like it. 3 noble organizations. So we'll be playing. We'll play that throughout. I'll explain it to you here. Well, I guess we already kind of talked about it.
Yeah.
I'll deal out some cards. And while I'm doing that, I would like you to just introduce yourself. Kind of tell us if you're married, have some kids, a little bit about how long you've lived in Texas,
Yeah.
business name, what you do quickly, and then because we want to elaborate through a slow burn here. But just give us kind of the high points, and then we'll get into it.
Yeah, for sure. So thanks again for having me on the podcast.
Absolutely.
I've been waiting for you to invite me on. So. It's only like my 4th or 5th podcast though, but I started getting onto YouTube and trying to teach people what we do,
Yeah.
both on the furnished housing side and also on the investing side. So I'm married. My wife and I have been married for 5, going on 6 years.
All right.
It's kind of a funny story. We started out in a relationship just like kind of best friends. And
Okay.
then I was talking to a buddy of mine who is in couch surfing, which is kind of like Airbnb but without money.
Couch surfing, interesting.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I wasn't trying to date her, and then I ended up dating her, and then we ended up getting married after about 6 months.
Okay.
I was gonna go to Ireland, and was trying to take her with me, and we found out her visa expired. So she had a 10-year
Ooh.
student visa.
Okay.
So I was like, let's just get married. And
It's that simple.
yeah. So and we've been married for 5 years now. So it's
All
like,
right. Awesome.
She actually said no,
Oh.
and I was like, what? Why would you say no?
Yeah.
Like,
Thanks a lot.
you need a visa, right? And she's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
no, I don't want a visa. I don't want to marry you just because of the visa. And I was like, okay, well, I want to marry you more, you know?
Okay. Yeah. She
So-
legitimately She wasn't using you for your status as American.
Yeah, basically, what I wrote down like everything I wanted in a partner,
Mhm.
and Alex kind of ticked all the boxes. So she was
That's usually a
independent.
good sign.
She could provide for herself. She had a job. She had no debt. She was, she had bought her car. She was in like a pretty well, situated position financially. She was an adult. She could take care of herself.
Okay.
She can cook. She can clean for herself. She was very self-independent, very self-reliant. And so it started out as just like, hey, let's just kind of be roommates. And then we ended up finding that we really liked being with each other. When she gets tired, she gets goofy.
Okay. Oh, nothing happened there. Sorry.
So, anyways, long story short, I started the furnished housing business about a year into us being together,
Okay.
and then she brought her dog Brighton over she's originally from Mexico,
Okay.
and his name is Brighton, like Brighton Beach. He's a 12-year-old Maltese Pomeranian mix.
That's an old dog. They live a
Yeah.
long time though, I think, don't they?
Let's see if I can get the picture to come up. So this is him.
That's a little dog.
Yeah, we'll flash a picture of him, but he's really cute. He's fun. He's got an awesome personality. I take him for runs every morning,
Okay.
and he's got tons of energy. So he's a great little companion.
Okay.
And he gets really, really lonely whenever we're not at home. So the fact that I can work from pretty much anywhere. is
Yeah,
really
yeah.
nice. So we started the furnished housing company, and it started out as just providing housing with all the furniture for folks that are coming in for medical treatment, military relocation, coming in for shopping for homes. I'm originally from Round Rock, so I was born and raised there.
Okay.
I went to college for 4 years and came back. Did not like the Northeast. It's just too cold.
Oh, okay. We'll
Yeah.
get into that then in a little bit. Well, I guess where did you go to? Oh, you went to
Clarkson.
Where?
Clarkson.
Clarkson.
It's upstate New York, like Canada.
Okay. Oh, right near the border here.
Yeah, like pretty much like the northernmost part of New York.
Okay.
We were in the top part of the state.
Lots of snow up there, probably, huh?
A lot of ice.
Okay, really cool.
We're far from the lake, so.
Oh,
like,
you can get the lake effect snow,
yeah,
sure.
like Buffalo gets like 25 inches of snow every year.
Yeah.
We get like 5.
Okay.
And then it melts and it turns to ice, and then it
It's
freezes
crappy
again,
out,
and it
yes.
melts and freezes. Turns into like black ice.
Oh.
So yeah, I went to school there for like 2 years, and then went off to Hong Kong for a year.
Okay.
Came back, was pursuing like a lot of different things. I have tons of interests. So I had 3 provisional patents I was filing on the rugby team, part of a fraternity. Got 3.3 GPA in engineering. And I was also working on marketing a friend's product.
Okay.
So,
Busy bee you were.
Yeah, too busy to find a job. Basically. So I came back and I got a job working for a company selling T-Mobile contracts.
Okay.
To businesses, which most people don't think about that, but T-Mobile doesn't really do contracts.
Okay.
Until Sprint bought them out.
Yeah.
So then did different sales jobs until I landed my job at Apple.
Okay.
And that's where I stayed for about 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, and then we'll get into it a little more on how. Now, if you weren't working, what would you be doing? Like, think about, like, you didn't need to work. And maybe you have the mindset that you'd always be working, but if you didn't need to, where would that happy place, what's your happy place if you didn't have to work?
Well, I will be spending my time between 3 different pursuits, which is spending time with my wife and my family.
There you go.
Spending time traveling, and spending time giving back to other entrepreneurs.
All right.
So one of the things I enjoy the most, but doesn't pay me, is to coach other entrepreneurs.
Sure.
And the reason why you haven't seen me these last couple weeks is because we actually bought a business.
Okay.
And we're still kind of in transition, so I'm not going to talk a ton about that.
Sure.
But Alex is actually running that business now.
Okay.
And my goal is to, I bought it because it has cash flow, and it just made sense. Like on paper, it's like put in this much, get back this much back in 5 months.
Okay.
So building that business and streamlining it to a point where she doesn't need to work a job, and then she can just run that business, that's like the prototype. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Using that experience to then help coach other entrepreneurs.
All right. Well, outstanding. Well, it sounds like you already showed us the onion, so I'm looking forward to peeling back the onion and learning a lot more about you. There's a lot more to you. Even now, I feel like I've had some good conversations with you, and I'm still already like, okay, I don't know as much as I thought I did, so that's good. Mm-hmm. So, well, we'll get into all of that. I just wanted to have you do a quick introduction, kind of let people know what we do here. We'll be getting into it real quick here.
Cool.
So, let's do this, Cri. If you like the video you just watched, hit the subscribe and like button. Also, why don't you hit that bell to stay up to date when further videos are coming out. Peace.